So today, we'll understand sections, webpart, and their properties. In SharePoint, a section is like a row on a page that helps you organize content neatly. Think of a section as a container. Inside, you can place things like text, images, or webparts. Each section can have different layouts such as one column, two column, or more, depending on how you want your content to look. Let's check how we can add sections. Edit the page. Click on the plus icon. It shows the section. Choose any section depending on your requirement. Flexible, one column, two columns, etc. Let's add two column. It means you can add two different web parts side by side. Let's add a button and a banner web part. If you want to check section properties, click the section, click Edit Properties. Here, you can switch to different columns. You can choose alignments. You can also make the section collapsible like accordion. Here, you can show or hide the title. You can rename the title. Choose the title heading label. Show or hide the divider line between two sections. Move the icon to the right or left. And finally, we can set the default display to be expanded or collapsed. Then, in the Design tab, you can choose different theme colors. Or you can choose different available backgrounds. Or you can choose your own image by clicking Upload or Stock Images. You can then choose the fill mode by clicking the drop down. You can choose overlay color or gradient. Set the opacity and the gradient direction. If you want to duplicate the section, click Duplicate Section. If you want to move the section, click the Move section and drag and drop them. Finally, if you want to delete the section, then click Delete Section. Now, let's understand about the web part. In SharePoint, a web part is a small building block you add to a page to show the content. Think of it like a widget. Each web part does one job, like showing text, images, videos, news, or document. For example, you can add text web part to write something, image web part to show a picture, or document web part to display files. You place web parts inside section to build your page. We have already added two web parts, button and banner web part. Button web part is used to add a button with text and a link. Likewise, a banner web part is used to show page or site title along with author and date. To add a web part, in the section, click the plus icon. Remember, you can add as many web parts as you need. These are the list of web parts available in SharePoint, but it is also possible to build your own custom web part using SPFX, which is SharePoint Framework. For now, let's add Call to Action web part. Also remember, each web part has its own property depending on how it was built. For example, if you click the Call to Action web part, Edit Properties, you can see some options on the right side, like background image, button label, alignments, etc. If I click the banner web part, I can see other options like layout, text above title, publish date, etc. So each web part will have its own properties, so feel free to play around. And just like this section, web parts can also be moved, duplicated and deleted. To do that, click on the web part, click Duplicate Web Part to duplicate them, Move Web Part to move them, and finally Delete Web Part to delete them. I will delete all web parts and sections for now, so that in the future we can add necessary section layouts and web parts for the tutorial. This is the end of this session. In the next session, we'll work on the hero web part. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel to get more videos in the future. Thank you for watching and see you soon.